inches. 77 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Now Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 62 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Wilson on second down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. Oh, they get to the... Football, it's blocked. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. The grab made by Curse over the middle. A huge play there in overtime. 53 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. Complete out right to Curse. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
When you have a quarterback who can move and get outside the pocket, yet still keep his eyes downfield and find open targets, you have a very dangerous player at that position.
On the carry, Michael. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They run again with Michael. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I'm just going to say his name, Luke Kuechly. Now, the fans, when he's playing at home, boy, do they respond when he makes a play, don't they?
And why wouldn't they respond? You look at his career so far, most tackles of anybody since 2012, 591 coming into this year.
I'm going to do it anyway. Luke.
On second down, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Hand him out, hand him out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He didn't want that. He didn't want that. He didn't want that.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Third and long, it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Oh, they get to the... Football, it's blocked.
And while we're still getting used to these new overtime rules, we still know that those 3 points would have been critical. What a big-time block right there.
Boy, it would have been huge. Now a field goal on the other end, and this one's all over.
It changes the math, doesn't it? It changes the thinking, and it changes the whole mindset of this game.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Now it's Newton. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. Now Newton on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that will be their third and final in this overtime session. And as they talk it over, we take a break. We'll be right back. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And he gets... The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split...